What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome you back to another episode, Cloud of Thoughts of Wrestling, with me, Sway Jose Bebe. Man, episode 2, we're going to be going into NXT. I'm going to give you a little quick review on it, man, and then I'm going to shoot to WWE Battleground, and I'm going to be giving you my predictions on those matches on Battleground. So I want to thank everybody for all the support, thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. It's very much appreciated, man. I love all the love that that has been showed. Can't stress it enough, man. I appreciate you guys. So we're gonna talk about NXT, man. If you don't know about it, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, man, they basically down there doing their thing. They call like NXT a developmental, yes, for the main roster, but really, I feel like NXT has proven they can really go out here and stand on their own, and they're really like their takeovers are always good, man. The shows, all that, man. The storylines, all that, man. It's really good wrestling. And if you haven't watched it or wherever, you should, man. I pay $10 a month and I watch it. I got WWE Network, so that's the main reason why I have my subscription, is to watch NXT, man. The shows weekly, and their takeovers, man, because they're always really good, man. They're putting on the best wrestling. I mean, they're under the WWE branch. They're putting on the best wrestling, better than Raw, SmackDown, and the pay-per-views. Because I mean, their matches that they have on Takeover are just awesome. So, and Adam Cole is the champ. He beat Johnny Gargano, who beat him because the belt was vacant because Tommaso Ciampa had got injured. So the belt had got vacated, and him and Adam Cole won a tournament to face Gargano, where Gargano beat him at a 2 out of 3 falls. Then Cole beat him, and he's the NXT champion now, because they had 2 matches. So he beat they had one at NXT Brooklyn, 2 out of 3 falls. Gargano won, and then their second match at Takeover 25, Cole won. So he's the champion now. He has like a stable. He has his own little clique. They're called the Undisputed Era. And I like them, man. They're pretty good. They're a dope clique. It's him, Roderick Strong, who I really like, man. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly's pretty dope. And they're decent. I mean, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, they were the tag team champions for a while. And they put on some really good tag team matches, man. In their run that they had with the belts, man. Some really good tag team matches. So, I mean, that just tells you a little bit about their clique. They were basically out there just, talking shit. You know what I mean? Saying that they're going to run everything and no one can stop them, not Triple H or Regal. And, that they're going to win all the belts. Then Velveteen Dream comes out. He interrupts him. And then, Strong interrupts Dream. And then, it goes on from there. Riddle comes out. Breeze comes out. Ends up being a 6-man tag match for the main event at the end. What I like about it is NXT doesn't really do that a lot. And every superstar that was involved in the altercation and the back and forth, it was really good. Undisputed Era, they showed a video, like, when NXT starts, it's like a video package before the show starts of everybody, with the theme playing and of all the superstars, but they like made their own, like they were taking over, like, this is how NXT should be, and they showed it. It was pretty cool, man. It was pretty dope. So, the interaction and the crowd was always live. The NXT crowd, man, they're always live, man. A good crowd. NXT UK crowd's a really good crowd too. And they Tyler Breeze got the pop, Riddle got the pop, Dream, everybody, Undisputed Era, So the crowd's interaction and the commentary is also good, man. I'll say that, man. NXT's like my favorite commentators. Mario Ronaldo and Nigel McGuinness, man. They're dope commentators. So that's how the show started, and I liked it. I liked how the show started. That was cool. They got to a females match. It was all right. 2 females I don't really know a lot about. It was Tanara Conchi taking on Xia Li. Xia Li picked up the victory. It was all right match. It was decent for what it's worth. I liked it for, like I said, for what it was. It was a simple match. I don't really know, like, the push behind them. It seemed like they were a little bit behind Xia Li, so, but it's nice. I mean, they had a match last year, and you can definitely see the definite improvement from last year to this year. So, not saying, like, their first match was bad, but you can tell, like, they're definitely getting better down to working their performance center, and that's dope. So, we got some video packages for Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai. Io Shirai and Shayna Baszler, they've been feuding. They had a match at TakeOver 25 where Shayna Baszler won. Shayna Baszler is the NXT Women's Champion, and I really like Shayna Baszler, man. I think she's really cool. I like her whole little gimmick. I like her competitiveness, and her, like she's mean. Her aggressiveness. That's what I want to say, man. She's aggressive, and I like that. And I like how she is in the ring, and I like Io Shirai, man. She's really dope too, man. I like how she kind of snapped at the end of TakeOver 25 after she lost. She attacked Shannon Baszler with a chair, and the whole video package just showed their whole rivalry, man. It's pretty dope, man. You should check it out. And they got a cage match in next week's NXT. That's their main event. Will be them two in a cage match. And from what I'm hearing, it's a really, really, really good match. Because NXT is not live. It's like pre-tape. So they pre-tape all their shows already in advance. So, and then they lay them all out. And I guess it's like, kind of like you could say it's like the road to like, take over Toronto, which is SummerSlam weekend. And I'm hearing that the shows are good and that Triple H, has really, went in for this. So I'm excited to see that. And you can tell because that's a big match next week. There was also another kind of like video package with Maya Yim, who looked really dope. I didn't really know a lot about her at first. I've seen her wrestle a couple times, and I didn't think she was bad, but I really didn't really understand her whole what she really was about. But then after watching the video package, I really got to understand it, and it was really cool, man. I feel like she needed it, and it was cool, because I see she's definitely going to be having a title shot here in the near future, I would assume. So it was nice to get that, and I feel like NXT knew that, and they had to get that out there, and it was a really cool package about her, man, and video package about her, and I really enjoyed it. So then we got the tournament that William Regal announced. It's the Breakout Tournament, where will be 8 superstars who will compete, guys that we haven't seen, NXT superstars that we haven't seen, and it'll be an 8-man tournament that will happen over the course of over the next couple of weeks, and the winner will be given a title shot at his choosing. So I like this. This is pretty cool, man, because you get to see some guys you haven't seen before, and the first match kicks off next week as well, and that'll be Angel Garza taking on Jaquin Wild, but also they have Jordan Miles versus Boa. They have Dexter Lumis versus Bronson Reed, and they have Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Cameron Grimes. Now, I know of Isaiah Swerve Scott. He was Shane Strickland, Killshot, Lucha Underground. And Shane Strickland, I've seen him wrestle MOW, Lucha Underground, man. He's a really good. I like his work. I really do, man. And I'm glad to see him in NXT finally. So this will be a big match. And the guy he's facing, I know him, man. He's Trevor Lee. I've seen him in TNA. He's not bad either. But the rest I really don't, man. So that's cool, man. That NXT, they had these guys that has been in the Performance Center. They've been working, and now they're going to get the spotlight. Like I said, the first match kicks off next Wednesday with Angel Garza versus Jaquin Wild on NXT. We had the debut of Damian Priest. He was dope. I liked his entrance, man. I knew him as Punishment Martinez. I seen some of his matches before he came to NXT. Guy's 6'7". I looked that up, man. He's 6'7", man, like 250. So nice size guy, man. He was in there with Raul Mendoza. I like him also, man. He kind of beat Riddick Moss, who's a big guy also. So I like the way they played that, being that he beat him, putting him against like Damian Priest. So it was a nice debut match for him. Raul Mendoza had a cool little spot where he like ran on the top rope and like drop kicked him. But then Damian Priest really showed out, man. He chokeslammed him on the apron, hit him with a rolling cutter, match over. But I liked what I seen from him, and definitely gonna be seeing more of some Damian Priest, I would assume. Then we had the main event, man. Undisputed Era picked up the W. What would you think when you had all the egos of a Dream and a Tyler Breeze and a Matt Riddle? And eventually it was kind of going to clash. In Undisputed Era, man, they're kind of working together as a team. They got that going for them. But it was a good main event. Like, it was a really good main event match. Dream, oh my goodness, he did the somersault and he hit Bobby Fischer in the face, and it was like, damn, it was pretty bad for a little bit. It was like, oh my goodness. They said that I heard that Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly are injured. I hope it's not too bad, because I really like what those guys do and what they put out. and I hope it's not real serious, man, because I would assume also that they would have, some kind of something to do with the tag team situation down in NXT. So I hope, those guys are all right. But it was a good match for what it's worth, I guess it was a little foreshadowing because Roderick Strong, pinned Velveteen Dream, and they're saying that, they want all, and they, Undisputed Era wants all the belts, and they're saying they want to put the North American title on Roddy. So I guess it was a little kind of foreshadowing, maybe. So that was basically it, man. I give NXT. I mean, it was a thumbs up for me, man. I didn't mind it. I liked it how they started, and how they ended the show, man. I liked the matches that they had in between. They had a little debut in there. That was cool, man. I loved all the little video packages that they gave us. I loved the tournament announcement and getting us ready for next week and next week's stack. Oh, and another one, Street Profits. I can't forget, man. Got my little red cup up here, man. Street Profits, the NXT Tag Team Champions, man. They're lit. They're a lit tag team, man. They were outside, sitting on top of the car, Montez Ford standing up and got the crown on, man. Check out, just go to YouTube and just type in Street Profits and just start watching. Even their videos, everything, man. Those guys, they're funny, man. They're cool. They're the tag team champions, NXT, man, and they will be defending the tag team belts next week on NXT against the Forgotten Sons. Can't forget about that. But NXT was dope, man, and and next week's going to be even dope. We got two title matches, and you got a tournament match, so that's real cool. Bear with me, guys. It's been a long week. It's been a long day, trying to get this up. I done had some technical difficulties, here in the recent. That's why it's not up sooner, because I would have definitely loved to get this up a lot sooner. But, such is life, man. Things happen. So it is what it is. But right now, we're going to get into Battleground. Stomping Ground. Stomping Ground. See, I keep calling it Battleground. Why? I keep calling it that because Stomping Ground is just a stupid name to call a pay-per-view. No, it is. Stomping Grounds. And you have a pay-per-view that was called Battleground. To me, I'm sorry, I'm talking to my dad. She had to ask me that, and I like that because it's I don't it. It's the way the pay-per-view's been thrown together is it's not good. The way the pay-per-view's been thrown together, it's not good. And I can go in about WWE for a very long time, man. How I don't like Shane McMahon and Baron Corbin and their push. How they're being the top heels. I don't like that, man. That's not real cool. And when I feel like there's guys EC3, and my man Bobby Roode out there that I've seen them be good heels. I've seen it before, and I know they can be that if given the chance. So it's just certain talent being pushed over certain kind of talent. That's just my little bit of problem. Shinsuke Nakamura, where has he been? Where are they doing with him? Things like that. But I'm gonna just get into my predictions, man. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna just get into these matches. We have the Cruiserweight Championship, which is Tony Nese defending it against Drew Gulak, and my man Akira Tozawa. I'm going with Tony Nese to retain the championship. I don't think he should lose it right now. I believe that hold on, what? Well, I guess what I'm seeing now, ladies and gentlemen, I guess what I'm seeing now is that they've added a match. The Usos taking on the Revival for the Raw Tag Team Championships. I see it on here, I guess. They said, I guess that's on there now. It's a match. I see it. I guess so. If that is a match, I guess I'm gonna go with the Revival. That's just new. That's why I'm making the face I made, because I'm looking at the matches, and now it just updated, and I'm like, okay. not just updated, but it did, like, because I didn't see this before when I was looking at the matches, or maybe I was also looking on them on a different site also. So, but if it is, I'm going with the Usos. Like I said, I'm going with Tony Nese to win the cruiserweight. I mean the Revival. I'm going with the Revival, not the Usos. New Day versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm going with KO and Sami Zayn because, man, they need a W. They've been losing a lot lately, and man, I kind of like KO and Sami Zayn. I mean, I like the New Day too, but you know, they keep losing and losing and losing since they've been back. I guess maybe this one is the one that they win. That's the only reason why I'm going with them. We got Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan defending the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, against Heavy Machinery. I'm going with Bryan and Rowan. I like this match. I'm interested in this match because it's a new match. It's a new match on the card. It's something that we haven't gotten, and I want to see like the interaction between like Bryan and Otis. That should be kind of cool a little bit. So, but I'm glad, Heavy Machinery, me and Heyman, they're getting a title shot for what it's worth. That's cool. We got Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. This is another match that I don't mind. I wouldn't mind seeing. I mean, it's a new match. It's a fresh match. And it's two guys that I like, man. Samoa Joe, man. I really like Samoa Joe. His heel work. I don't know why, like, he's not, like, a more, like, top heel. But I guess he kind of is still. I don't know, man. But I'm going to go with Samoa Joe right now. I think Ricochet will win it. Possibly, like, at Extreme Rules, maybe. But I just don't see how they hand them the belt. When I mean, like, hand them the belt, they literally, like, handed them the belt. So I don't see them doing that and then having them just lose the very next match. Even though I wouldn't be surprised because, I mean, why not? I mean, Ricochet, I wouldn't mind him winning it right now, but I'm going to just go with Samoa Joe. We got Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. I'm going with Bayley, man. I don't want to see Alexa Bliss with the championship, even though a lot of people are saying that she is going to win. I don't want her to win. I would like to see Bayley with the belt. Just wrestling wise, I just like Bayley more of like a wrestler than I do Alexa Bliss. That's all. Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. I'm gonna go with. See this one. I want to go with Becky, but it's like I don't get why they would give Lacey Evans 2 title matches in a row. Like, to me, that just like, and then have her lose both of them after like they done had her walk to the ramp how many times for how many weeks and do absolutely nothing, and all this stuff they've done with her. Like, I scratch my head and I'm like, there's a chance Becky can lose. I mean, but I've heard rumors, like, I mean, the odds-on favorite is Becky Lynch for sure. So I'm gonna go with an upset. Lacey Evans over Becky Lynch. I'm gonna just call it. Even though I don't want to see it, but I'm gonna just call it for an upset. Roman Reigns over Drew McIntyre. I'm going with Drew because I would like if like it was split, since Drew beat him at WrestleMania in like a match that really wasn't all that great. At least give Drew the win, so now it's like split, so it's like 1-on-1, so it's not like Roman's super dominant, but it's Roman Reigns. So I don't know, but I'm going with Drew McIntyre, man. Then we got Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. I'm going with Kofi. I think Kofi's going to retain the WWE Championship. I hope they're giving more time than they were at Super Showdown, because, and I'm also calling this the Steel Cage It Should Have Been Me match. That's what it's the Steel Cage It Should Have Been Me match. Dolph Ziggler, I mean, I don't get why he has this title shot, because I mean he lost, then he was gone for a while, and then like he came back, and then he lost in his match. But then like I get it was like the interference, and like I get like, oh, it's a cage match, man, so there's no interference because there was interference before. If they should be just given a little bit more time, especially being a cage match. And I know like Ziggler's not bad, man. I like Dolph Ziggler. I like his work. So man, I hope they give him time. And I hope it's a better match than we saw at Super Showdown. But I'm going with Kofi Kingston. Then we got the main event. We got Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin for the Universal Championship. This is another thing I'm saying, like Shane McMahon, his push, Baron Corbin being shoved, and it's like, I just think the guy's bland. That's just my take on Baron Corbin, man. That's all. I just think he's just bland. And there's like Bobby Roode in NXT heel is like 10 times better than like Baron Corbin like heel. And I guess like I'm saying, one thing I also want to say before I get into this last prediction is anything you want to talk about, comment about, if there's something you would like me to talk about or address, please comment it, and we'll talk about it. I have no problem with doing that, man. We all adults, we civilized, man. We can have a real good civilized conversation. So, comment below. Even if your predictions, tell me your predictions. Who you think's gonna win and why, and if you have some spoilers that you heard, or a way you think something should go about. I'm very interested in your mind. You know what I mean? So tell me what you think. These are just my ideas and what I think and what I feel. And sometimes hearing something from a different point or a different perspective may make your mind think a different way. And my mind's always open, man. I'm always open to new ideas and everything. So commenting is definitely, I encourage that, man. And anything you want to ask me, tell me, all that, man, I encourage it. It's like, try not to be mean or like, asshole. I mean, I know people are going to be people, but like, be cool, man, because, I want to spread love and peace, man. That's the thing to do. That's the main thing to do. So definitely comment, man, and let me know your minds and what's going on. So we get to this last match, and Baron Corbin, I just don't like him. Like I said, I think he's bland. He's like Kool-Aid with no sugar. He's like a baked potato without like all the ingredients, the bacon bit. You got your bacon, you got your your cream cheese, your sour cream and your cheese and all that all the chives, all the good stuff you put in there to make it a good bake. He's none of that. Like, he has none of that to him, and I don't know if it's really all him or if it's what they want him to be. I can't really say that, but it's just like it's not. And I know it's not me because I've heard a lot of other people say the exact same thing that I'm saying about Baron Corbin, and that's just my opinion. I want Seth Rollins. I'm going with Seth Rollins to win, and people are saying that there's going to be a cash in. I can see, and like, I hope it kind of does, because it like gets it over. Why would it like drag it out to SummerSlam? But I can see them kind of wait until SummerSlam to do it because it's their big event. So who the special guest referee is, I mean, I'm going with Brock Lesnar as the special guest referee. I think he will. I mean, if it was me, I would just have him pick his time in a match when like both guys are kind of weak, and just like beat the crap out of both of them. Use your chair, do his thing, do what he does, and just beat them both up, and pin Seth Rollins, and then he can walk out with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Or Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar can fill the cash in again, and Seth Rollins could escape, that's what I'm hoping happens. So I'm just going with that because I'm sorry, man, I don't want to see Brock Lesnar as Universal Champion again. I really don't. Brock Lesnar's kind of like wore on me a little bit, man. So like I didn't really like him winning Money in the Bank, but I get it, and it's Brock Lesnar and all that, and they're saying that his last match is going to be at WrestleMania. So with all that, I guess, but I'm just not real big on it. So I would like to see Seth escape up out of there, man, and just find a way to escape Brock Lesnar again. So I'm going with Seth Rollins, winning and getting up out of there with the Universal Championship. Thank you, everybody, once again. Thumbs up, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications, all that other good stuff, man. And once again, thank you for all the love and support. I'm going to try to get better. We're going to keep doing this thing. Sway Jose, this is Cloud of Thoughts of Wrestling, and I'm out.